Hello, and welcome to a Folio Society unboxing. I just did an unboxing a few days ago for Dune Messiah that I bought on the secondary market, and I mentioned at the end of that one that I had a title coming direct from Folio. And well, it's actually two titles. And here are those two titles. The first standard editions I purchased from Folio in a while. Direct from Folio, I should say. I purchased a couple titles on the secondary market from Folio Society, and then I did recently just purchase Casino Royale and The Wasteland, the limited editions from Folio Society. I'm really liking this crinkle paper. This is the same stuff that the Broken Binding uses, and it really works well as space filler in boxes. We got two titles here. But to start it off, we have a little note saying my books are packaged by Legita? Well, thank you, Legita. So we've got two titles. One is The Childhood's End. This one did not get the little mystery label. The other ones did. One is Childhood's End by Arthur C Clarke, which is the third Clarke title they've done after 2001: A Space Odyssey and Rendezvous with Rama, which I've done a Rendezvous with Rama unboxing on this channel. I was very excited to finally pick up a copy of this. I've been sleeping on it for a while. The second title appears to be the Folio Book of Humour, which is a mystery title. I didn't know what I was getting. This was part of their Leap Day sale. Obviously, we had a leap year this year, and on February 29th, any orders that were placed through Folio's site would get a free book. I've seen a lot of free books come in. A lot of people got Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. Some people were getting Michael Palin, Pole to Pole. A lot of people were getting the Book of Psalms, which I'm pretty thrilled with the Book of Humour. That seems pretty interesting. I'll dive into that in a moment. But first, let's look at the book that I knew I was getting, Childhood's End by Arthur C Clarke. This was the first successful novel. I think this was it wasn't the first novel that Clarke published, but it was like the first one that put him on the map as a true novelist. So Childhood's End just celebrated its 70th anniversary last year. We have metallic end papers. We do feature the artwork of Grace Aldrich. There's a little bump in the cover here. Not that you can see it, but it's almost like right where that is there, with kind of the cloth binding. So Grace Aldrich's artwork is throughout. This was actually just published last year in honor of the 70th anniversary edition. How about that? This does feature a foreword that Clarke wrote in the 80s. So this novel kind of predates the space race, or at least it predates any real actions between the space race between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. But it did predict the space race. It was off a little bit in terms of when they would make great leaps and strides. This kind of jumps ahead to the 70s, which obviously, we had already landed on the moon in real life, but you didn't know that back in the 50s. But right when the United States and Soviet Union are on the cusp of entering space, well, space comes to them. There is an alien, I guess you could say it's technically an alien invasion. I mean, you have your alien overlords that come down. But they come in peace. They want to provide a utopia here on Earth. And so several years have passed, and this utopic, is that a proper word? Did I make that up? It's now, nice utopia on Earth. And you start to learn more about what the aliens actually want. And they want to study man. And they, the children are having some effects. They're being born with some unique eccentricities. Oh my God, I can't speak English today. But we're going to go with it. So Childhood's End by Arthur C Clarke. It's definitely printed in the same style as Rendezvous with Rama in 2001, both having the flat spine there. Very interesting. Let's dive into the other book. We have being composed of comic writing intended to amuse and delight, encompassing such realms as London, Lilliput, and the Antipodes, and such personalities as Quixote, Belch, Jeeves, and Mole, with both Poop Poop and Pocketa Pocketa. This is the Folio Book of Humour. So, going in and getting a free book, you're expecting that you're going to get one of the titles that hasn't been selling well. I'm not very familiar with this one. I imagine it's one that probably hasn't been selling well. So we've got The Reality of Youth, To Love and Love Not, Man and Beast, Times of Leisure, In Foreign Lands, Professional Age, Muddle of Life, Death and Beyond. It doesn't actually credit who the authors are in these particular pieces, because it's got all sorts of little frontispieces, little snippets here and there. Makepeace Thackeray. So there's way more in here than what's in the actual table of contents. Was that a table of contents, or was that a table of illustrations? I should probably go back and relook at that. No, it doesn't say contents. So they do usually put, if they are illustrations, they will detail what the illustrations are of. To Love and Love Not. The Jilted Lover's Revenge. Okay. This is Geoffrey Chaucer. We've got a whole slew of things in here. Interesting. I used to have a couple folio anthologies similar to this. Oh, there's even some Joseph Heller there, some Catch-22. Anyways, like they had the Pick of Punch. I had a Dorothy Parker collection, which I think there was actually a Dorothy Parker collection out in the wild with the free books that people were getting with the Leap Day sales. But yeah, seems pretty interesting. I'll definitely give them both a read. I was, fingers crossed, I was hoping for Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, just because I have a couple Jane Austen folio titles, but I don't have that one. I think I have Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, but then I kind of stopped collecting them because it was, the prices go up, the shipping prices kind of hurt, and I just kind of fell off the track. Had other books to buy. So I was like, I wouldn't have been mad with that one for free, but I'm not mad with this one for free. I mean, free is free. I mean, as free as it can be when you have to purchase another book, but I argue it's free, because I would have bought the book anyways, whenever it was on sale, or whenever I found it for cheap on the secondary market. But being an Arthur C Clarke novel, it probably would never go on sale, and I never found it for cheaper than retail on the secondary market, at least not yet. Now that I own it, I'm going to find it for like $20 everywhere. So yeah, in my defense, I say free is free. Like I said, I mean, as long as it's not like the Book of Psalms, because I am not a very religious man, so I'm going to get nothing out of that, unfortunately. But, Hunting of the Snark, some Lewis Carroll. So yeah, apart from me butchering words left and right, thank you guys very much for watching. Check out Folio Society. If you're in the U.S. like me, the prices do kind of hurt, which is unfortunate. But when you do pick up a book, it is a very nice quality book. So if you're like me, you're probably going to stick to the secondary market, because sometimes you can find some good deals there, or wait till the next leap year sale. Wait another 4 years, and you might be able to get another book for free. If you want to watch plenty of other unboxing videos, I've got plenty on the channel, so please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you around next time.